The fashion industry has seen many faces come and go, but only a select few have reached the status of iconic supermodel. These women have not only graced the covers of top magazines, but have also defined eras, set trends, and broken barriers. Today, we're counting down the top 10 most iconic supermodels of all time. Number 10. Naomi Campbell, United Kingdom. Kicking off our list is the queen of the catwalk. With her fierce presence, long legs, and unparalleled confidence, Naomi was one of the original Big Six supermodels of the 90s. She broke racial barriers, becoming the first black model to grace the covers of French Vogue and Time magazine. Known for her unmistakable runway strut, she was a muse for designers like Versace, Chanel, and Valentino. Despite controversies, her career has spanned over 3 decades, proving that she is truly a legend in the fashion industry. Naomi was at her peak in the late 80s, and throughout the 90s, dominating runways and fashion campaigns. She continues to mentor young models and advocate for greater diversity in the fashion world. Number 9. Christy Turlington, United States. The timeless Christy Turlington, known for her elegant features, piercing eyes, and sophisticated charm, Christy was one of the original Big Six supermodels of the 90s. She was a muse for Calvin Klein, Maybelline, and Chanel, captivating the fashion world with her graceful presence. Unlike many models, Christy seamlessly transitioned from high fashion to philanthropy, dedicating much of her life to global maternal health advocacy. She was also a major part of the famous George Michael Freedom 90 music video, which featured some of the era's biggest models. Christy was in her prime during the late 80s and throughout the 90s, gracing countless magazine covers and runways. Her legacy in both fashion and activism continues to inspire generations. Number 8. Adriana Lima, Brazil. Brazilian bombshell. Adriana Lima was one of the most recognizable faces of Victoria's Secret. Known for her piercing blue eyes, sultry walk, and incredible longevity, she became one of the longest-serving angels in history. She dominated the runway for over 2 decades and was the face of major brands like Maybelline and Givenchy. Adriana's ability to exude both sensuality and elegance made her a top choice for designers. Her work ethic and commitment to fitness inspired countless fans worldwide. Adriana was in her prime from the early 2000s through the 2010s, consistently leading major fashion campaigns. Even after retiring from Victoria's Secret, she remains an icon of beauty and strength. Number 7. Linda Evangelista, Canada. If there's one model who truly mastered reinvention, it's Linda Evangelista. She famously declared, "We don't wake up for less than 10,000 a day," showcasing her dominance in the industry. Linda was known for her versatility, constantly changing her hair color and style, making every look her own. She was a favorite of legendary photographers like Steven Meisel and designers such as Karl Lagerfeld. Her ability to embody different personas made her one of the most influential faces of the 90s. Despite stepping back from the industry, her legacy remains unmatched. Linda was in her prime from the late 80s through the early 90s, consistently booked for high fashion campaigns. Number 6. Kate Moss, United Kingdom. Kate Moss was the ultimate cool girl of the 90s. With her waif-like frame, effortless style, and rebellious attitude, she redefined beauty standards. She rose to fame as the face of Calvin Klein's iconic ads, which became cultural touchstones. Kate's ability to mix high fashion with edgy street style made her a muse for designers like Alexander McQueen and Marc Jacobs. She played a pivotal role in the rise of the heroine chic aesthetic, which contrasted with the era's traditional supermodel look. Kate was at her peak in the 90s and early 2000s, remaining a dominant force in high fashion. Even today, her influence on style and branding is undeniable. Number 5. Gisele Bündchen, Brazil. Brazilian beauty, Gisele Bündchen comes in at number 5. She revolutionized the modeling industry in the late 90s, bringing back the all-American bombshell aesthetic after the heroin chic trend of the early decade. Gisele's signature golden waves, toned physique, and captivating presence made her the highest-paid model for years. She was the face of Victoria's Secret for nearly a decade and became a muse for Dior, Chanel, and Balenciaga. Outside of modeling, Gisele is known for her philanthropy, environmental advocacy, and business ventures. proving she's much more than just a pretty face. Gisele was in her prime from the late 90s to the mid-2000s, reigning as the top-earning model in the world. Even after stepping back from modeling, she remains a major influence in the fashion and wellness industries. Number 4. Tyra Banks, United States, a trailblazer in the modeling industry. Tyra shattered barriers as one of the first Black supermodels to grace the cover of Sports Illustrated's swimsuit issue and to walk for top brands like Victoria's Secret. Her bold personality and determination made her one of the most recognizable faces in the world. Beyond modeling, she became an influential TV host and producer, launching America's Next Top Model, which inspired generations of aspiring models. Tyra's emphasis on body positivity and diversity helped reshape beauty standards in fashion. She was in her prime from the mid-90s through the early 2000s, leading runways and campaigns. Even today, her influence in fashion and media continues to be unmatched. Number 3. Claudia Schiffer, Germany. Claudia Schiffer was one of the most successful supermodels of the 90s. With her classic blonde bombshell looks and statuesque frame, she became a favorite of Karl Lagerfeld at Chanel. She was the face of Guess Jeans, a campaign that skyrocketed her to international fame. Claudia was a staple in the high fashion world, gracing the covers of more than 1,000 magazines. Her elegance and timeless beauty made her a standout among her peers. Claudia was in her prime during the late 80s and throughout the 90s, dominating both print and runway modeling. She continues to influence modern fashion with her signature style. Number 2. Cindy Crawford, United States. No list of supermodels is complete without Cindy Crawford. With her trademark beauty mark and girl next door charm, Cindy became a global sensation in the late 80s and 90s. She graced the covers of over 500 magazines, was a spokesperson for Revlon, and starred in the famous Pepsi commercial that became an instant classic. More than just a model, Cindy transitioned into acting, fitness, and entrepreneurship. Her impact is still seen today, as her daughter Kaya Gerber follows in her footsteps. Cindy remains one of the most beloved and recognizable supermodels in history. Cindy was at her peak from the late 80s through the mid-90s, dominating the fashion industry. Number 1. Heidi Klum, Germany. Taking the top spot is Heidi Klum, one of the most successful models turned businesswomen. Heidi rose to fame as a Victoria's Secret angel, quickly becoming one of the brand's most recognizable faces. She graced the covers of Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue, proving her versatility in both high fashion and commercial modeling. Her career didn't stop at modeling. Heidi became a successful TV host, producer, and entrepreneur, most notably for her role in Project Runway, which showcased her industry expertise. With her signature blonde locks and radiant smile, Heidi redefined what it means to be a supermodel in the 21st century. Heidi was in her prime from the late 90s through the 2000s, dominating both fashion and television. She continues to inspire aspiring models and businesswomen around the world. And that wraps up our list of the top 10 most iconic supermodels of all time. These women didn't just model, they made history. Who's your favorite supermodel of all time? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more fashion content. Until next time, stay fabulous!